We now go to Holy Spirit Regional Catholic School here in Huntsville. Lynn McQueen talking about watch out, it is fixing to change. Weather forecasting is not an easy thing to do. And with the hurricane approaching in the Gulf, I hand it over to Lynn.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for awarding the grant to our school. We're excited about it. Just a little background. When I was doing my student teaching back in 1989, when her tornado came through, it actually devastated our school and the school I was in, Jones Valley Elementary. So since that time, I have always focused a great deal of time and energy in my classroom on weather and how students should not be afraid of the weather, but be aware and how to deal with the weather. So this program is actually going to allow our students in the middle school to track and learn with the help of the National Weather Society and local meteorologists to learn about forecasting weather and how it is so difficult to do. And because a lot of them say, well, it was supposed to rain today or it was supposed to snow today, and it's not done that. And so I want them to be able to learn and understand how it's so difficult to forecast the weather and how things change so rapidly. And I tell them that the day of the tornado back in '89, it was beautiful that morning. And then by 4 o'clock, 4:30 that afternoon, our school was completely torn away. The next day it snowed. And it's just, they were like, how can that happen, and such. So if you can go ahead and change to the next slide. Our students will be incorporating this weather station into our outdoor classroom that we've started to build. They will learn how to set up the equipment and actually work with the National Weather Society and the local meteorologists. They will come out and show the students how to read the equipment. And we will also watch the animals that we have in our outdoor classroom and see how they, react to how the weather is changing. And another aspect of it is that we'll have, the hidden cameras. So as the students are out on the playground and things, start to change and such, we'll be able to watch them also. And we will be able to take the information that we get from the weather station and put it into document form and track weather from year to year to see if there's any kind of a pattern. Of course, we're weather, um, the flow here is one that tracks tornadoes very commonly. So we want to see if there's just a repeat every 10 years or every 5 years or whatever. Then each day, our students will forecast the weather, just like they do on the local news, to our students during the morning announcements. We will have a YouTube program that the teachers will link into every morning, and our community will be able to link into it. So the parents can watch their children, pre-K all the way up to 8th grade, become meteorologists and weather forecasters. And it's very exciting. You can go ahead and change the slide. A couple of students that, this is actually the equipment that we will be getting. And it's not that difficult. I mean, it doesn't look like a whole lot, but the monitor tells us everything that we need to know in order to forecast it. It also is solar powered, which is a big thing for us at school. We do have a solar aspect in our outdoor classroom that powers things inside the science lab, which is really cool. And so that's another aspect of it. If you want to go ahead and change the slide. Our 8th grade students will actually be teaching our younger students in an enrichment class that they will participate in, how to do the forecasting, how to become the meteorologist, and then incorporate that back into that YouTube. And we'll have the younger students come up and actually be the meteorologist for the day and such. So you can go ahead and turn it to the next slide. Um, these are two of our second graders who are very interested in the program, and they have a lot of questions about weather and such. So we are looking forward to the whole aspect. I am personally, because I think it's so very important here in our area to understand the weather and have the students have a knowledge of weather instead of a fear of weather. I would love to be able to share that curriculum with anybody that would like, to join in with us. So, like I said, thank you so very much for the opportunity to do this. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time.
And thank you very much. We look forward to the results of that program and any budding meteorologists that come out of it. All good things. We certainly need more meteorologists. And again, thank you for sharing that curriculum. That's the collaboration that we try to encourage through these types of meetings.